My name is Trevor Bero, and my presentation focuses on the variable use of rhotic sounds in a Spanish dialect spoken in northern Belize. I'll begin by noting that rhotic is a term referring generally to the group of R sounds in a language. Importantly, canonical Spanish has two such sounds. The first, a tap, which includes one contact between the tongue and roof of the mouth, and the second, a trill, which includes multiple contacts. In some instances, this difference in pronunciation can lead to differences in the meaning of words. For example, the two words caro, meaning expensive, and carro, meaning car, only differ in terms of which rhotic sound is used. Some previous studies claim that this distinction no longer exists in Belizean Spanish. Instead, it is proposed that this dialect uses a single retroflex rhotic, similar to that in the word car, as pronounced in Midwestern U.S. English. In addition to knowing about rhotic sounds in Spanish, it's also important to understand the language environment in northern Belize. While Belize is officially an English-speaking country, the majority of inhabitants in the northern districts speak Spanish as a first language. The contact between Spanish and English has been especially prevalent since the mid-1800s. The aforementioned similarities between the rhotic of Belizean Spanish and that of English have prompted some to claim that English influence and bilingualism have created the proposed merger and use of a single English-like rhotic. In order to explore this idea, the current study uses data collected in Corozal Town, Belize, the capital of the nation's northernmost district, which is highlighted in red on the map below. The speakers analyzed include 6 Spanish-English bilinguals, 3 men and 3 women, with a mean age of 39. The study examines factors that predict the use of different rhotic sounds, attempting to answer the following questions. Has the distinction between two rhotic sounds that's usually present in Spanish been lost in this dialect? And what factors lead to increased use of this unique retroflex rhotic sound? The first step was to analyze rhotic use in Belizean Spanish with respect to position in the word. This is important because the two different Spanish rhotics usually appear in mutually exclusive positions. As shown in the figure on the right, there are 4 total rhotic sounds used by these speakers. The very fact that tap and trill rhotics are still produced indicates that there has not been a merger of rhotic sounds. Expanding on the findings from the previous slide, I extracted more data from the 2 positions with the highest use of the retroflex rhotic: word initial in words such as rojo, and word internal syllable final in words such as norte. This brings us to the second question. What other factors may increase the likelihood of the retroflex rhotic? The next factor I tested was surrounding phonetic context, which is known to impact pronunciation. Specifically, in word internal syllable final position, I classified the sound following the rhotic based on articulatory characteristics. The figure on the right displays these results. Rhotics which were followed by laterals, or L sounds, were the most likely to be retroflex at a rate of 56%. The second and third most common following consonant types include fricatives, such as S or F, and stops, such as P, T, or K, at 46 and 44% respectively. Retroflex rhotics are produced at the exceedingly low rate of only 5% before nasals such as N or M. Finally, a preliminary analysis of one social factor, speaker sex, was completed. As shown at the top of each bar, the less frequent trill and deleted variants make up about the same proportion of all rhotics across genders, combining to make up 8% in female speakers and 10% in males. The bottom 2 sections of each bar indicate that female speakers use retroflex variants at a higher overall rate as opposed to their male counterparts. This finding is consistent with other sociolinguistic work that shows women using non-stigmatized linguistic features at higher rates than men. In conclusion, this study refutes previous claims of a merged rhotic system in this dialect of Belizean Spanish, instead showing structured variation in the use of a unique retroflex rhotic.